Hi, I am Jennifer Ferguson, owner of Artistic Painting Studio, and I've been in the decorative arts for the past 30 years, teaching, learning, and playing. Today I want to show you how to use our decorative art rollers with paint. So let's get started. The first thing is one of the paints that I love to work with is Debbie's Design Diary DIY paint, and you can use any kind of paint. This is just one that I love to work with. And we are also going to be working with our decorative art rollers, also known as Foey rollers. There is at least 40 different patterns to choose from, so you can check out the entire collection on our website at artisticpaintingstudio.com. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to position the camera down here to my table so that you can see what I'm doing. And these are really easy, you guys, to play with. So it's just a matter of choosing whatever paint you want to work with. And I do always suggest make a sample board and make sure everything is coming out the way you hope. One of the reasons I like to work with this particular paint is that it's thick. It's thicker than most paints. It has really good pigment to it, so I can get on a coat of paint normally with one layer, okay? And I'm basically looking to achieve as best of a coat, okay, as I can with one layer of paint. Because once we roll through it, you're not going to really be coming back and adding another layer of paint. You can definitely embellish, you can dry brush, you can do other techniques, but you basically need to have one coat of paint on here and be able to roll through it. So once I have the paint on the surface, I'm just kind of brushing it out and making sure that it looks good and I've got 100% coverage. Then you're just going to go ahead and grab your pattern of choice. Today we're going to be working with Mermaid Tail. And before you get going, I always say just give it a good spin and make sure that it is spinning well on the handle, and it will work its best, okay? Also, make sure that you have a paint that is going to stay wet long enough so that you have time to get to rolling through it. Okay, all I'm going to do here is line up the edge of the pattern with the edge of my sample board and just roll right through it, okay? And then I'm just kind of try to match up the pattern by just eyeballing it, and again, just roll. If it's not perfect, that is quite all right. They are fun to create with, and when you roll through the wet paint, basically it's just exposing your background color. So you can create as much contrast as you want. This is a color called Mermaid Tail, which is definitely a dark teal over a white background, so it's going to give us a strong contrast. But you can also do color combinations that are definitely not as strong. Once you have rolled through this, then you just want to allow it to completely dry. And then at that point, it's just however else you want to finish your piece of furniture. Whereas here is a great sample of the chrysanthemum pattern. And again, this was probably like mint chip, light green color over a dark gray. So some nice contrast so you can see the pattern really well. So thank you so much for joining us and learning how to use these wonderful rollers. If you have any questions, we always encourage and accept all your questions. Just check us out at artisticpaintingstudio.com and we'll get right back to you.